Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yes, it is. It's-
No, is it like when you look at it? When you look at it?
yeah, you got them clean.
No, I have to set up an appointment to get them clean. Damn it! I'm just looking at it like, wow, it looks like.
They look good.
Well, that's a
Just
good
make
camera.
sure there's no stains on
Uh-oh.
them. Do you know what stains I'm talking
Oh yeah. No, I haven't done it in a while. Actually, I have an argument with one of my booths who I want to do it. Just arguing with him.
about? Wait, did you ever go to the dinner? You still ain't? Y'all still ain't?
No, I'm
No.
good.
Oh, okay.
No, that wasn't none of that though.
I know.
Yeah, it wasn't.
You,
But
you
I
already
didn't
told
go.
me that.
Yeah, but I didn't go. You talking about
The one
yeah.
that
No.
the Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then, yeah. No.
That never happened.
No. And I was so happy.
Yeah, you was telling me you didn't because it was like on a Wednesday or
Yeah.
something like that.
And I don't eat Italian food, so it was like I don't really want you to waste your money on me
Mhm.
because I'm going to get there and I'm not really going to order
I'm about to say,
anything.
but you can always eat a breadstick or
Yeah,
drink.
but then
or
that's
drinks.
when the person you're sitting with to start questioning it. Oh, why you not eating? That's all you gonna get?
Well, yeah, I
And
don't
I-
eat.
Yeah, but I didn't want to tell them that.
Yeah, I get it.
I didn't go. Shit.
He didn't go.
I didn't go.
For those questioning. What's going on, everybody? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with a live show. So the kid 206. This is live. Who wants a shout out? If you're watching live, type a 1, and whoever name comes up, I'll say your name. This is actually live. LIVE.
Or live.
Yeah. We're live right now in my room.
Depending on what country you're in.
Oh crap, the thing is moving.
Oh.
Kenya Bell, Biggie, Scorpio Queen, Raynisha Coleman, The Kid, Vicky, Beauty for who? Beauty for Ashes. JJ 12-792. That must be when you were born. 12-792. Rachel Wilkerson, Sharon Shepard, Carmithia, Iskyra, The Stylish, Sweet KO. Hello, Marcus Terry, longtime viewer. Shout out to you. Keisha Williams, Reese Libra. What's up, Reese? What's going on? Stupid channel things. Hey, we need to post that we're live. This morning I got a little compliment from this lady at in the when I was at Suburban Station this morning. She told me, she said, "You have beautiful skin." I said, "Thank you so much."
Oh.
And she was like, "I know that sounds weird or whatever." She's like, "I'm not trying to eat you up or anything, but your skin is beautiful." I said, "No, thank you, ma'am." And I said, "I hear that all the time." But I do. But one thing, like when she told me that, it gave me a flashback. Remember when we met? That's when I met Yvette for the first time.
Uh-huh.
And
We were in Central Park.
Central Park.
Yes.
And she was talking about, you guys can go on and move on and everything. And she was like, especially you, because you have the skin for the business. Like she was just talking about my skin.
Mm.
So I was like, wow. So I've always kept that in the back of my mind.
Someone once
And
told
she
me I
brought it
had
up.
knees for the business.
Do you? For
I
the
couldn't.
best.
Yeah, I couldn't
Only
quite
the best
figure out
can
what
tell.
they meant by that. That I have knees for the business. Yeah, I have knees and a tongue for the business as well.
Yeah. Well, you see how my door always gets knocked down,
I haven't eaten yet.
Don't worry. Yeah, as long as you take care of yourself, you're going to be okay. I don't do hard drugs. I don't drink as much as I used to. I'm chilling. I'm still at 16 pounds lost. I'm kind of like at a, what you call that when it don't go up and it don't go down?
Stagnant.
Yeah, it's stagnant right now. It's kind of stagnant. But I'm gonna get some more off. I don't want to be skinny and I don't want to be too big. I want to be somewhere in between. You know, what type of Diddy compliment was that? About his knees? First of all, we don't even want to talk about Diddy and that video I saw. Like I mean, it didn't ruin it for me. It just
What, the video with the girl?
no, with him just holding his thing. Like he was like hiding it, but he wasn't hiding.
Yeah,
nothing.
with the girl while she was having sex. With
Yes.
the guy. Yeah, I
it
saw
was.
it.
It
I
was
saw
nothing.
it and it came and went.
Look in the camera. All right, yeah. It was nothing.
Did somebody already send me a cash app? Oh my God, did you? That's so nice if you did. Greg, thank you, Greg. I think Greg is always being very, very generous. And today you were generous. Thank you, Greg. I appreciate you. That's what I'm talking about.
We are live right now. Okay. Thank you, Greg. I still want to meet Greg because Greg lives in DC. And I believe he does music or like some type of entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
And he need to invite us to something one day. Why is it? There we go. Yeah. So, I have the story about Malcolm-Jamal Warner's his widow, and she is suing the mother of Malcolm-Jamal, who is the owner of the family's trust. Now, I'm going to read to y'all what's going on. All right. So, on the anniversary of Malcolm-Jamal Warner's passing, his wife, Tanisha Warner, filed a lawsuit claiming that under a prenuptial agreement the couple signed in May 2022, just before their wedding, Malcolm committed to several financial provisions he never fully delivered, including a $1 million life insurance policy, naming her as the sole beneficiary, annual tax-free payments of $16,000 contribution to a Roth IRA account, and a $5,000 monthly salary for her work as his chief of staff and assistant. Tanisha says the outstanding total comes to roughly $1.28 million. So $1,280,000, broken down as $1 million for the unfunded insurance policy, over $50,000 in missed anniversary payments, $30,000 tied to the IRA, and $195,000 in unpaid salary because she believes Malcolm estate lacks sufficient funds to cover these obligations. She's asking the court to let her pursue the money through the family trust instead, along with interest, legal fees, and a freeze preventing his mother, Pamela, from distributing trust assets until the matter is resolved. So
who's in charge of the trust?
His mom. His mother is. His mother is in charge of the estate. And, you know, some people can be greedy. Mm-hmm. And when it comes to death, families fight over money. Mm-hmm. I say if he owe her these things, pay her this money. Mm-hmm. She is not asking for an astronomical figure.
No, she's not. Because $1 million is nothing.
No, it's nothing.
Now, it's something to me because I don't have it.
Yeah. But
in their
celebrity
world,
life, okay,
that's nothing. And you know what's so funny? Because I agree with you. When you were reading it, I was saying to myself, "Damn, she's only asking for $1 million. That's nothing."
Yeah. And when your spouse dies, I thought that you're supposed to be the one like in charge of everything. Well,
it depends. Like for instance, on the will with this trust, and I don't know too much about trusts, so you know if somebody does. In the comments, maybe you can help me. But if maybe his mother was put in charge of this trust years ago, maybe before he even met the wife,
right?
And that's why the mother is over it. I don't know how that works, but I think it all depends on what it is that you're dividing into who gets what. Mm-hmm. Now, naturally, we look at the spouse as being the one who is in charge of decision making when the other one dies. Mm-hmm. But I don't think that's necessarily the case when it comes to some money things. Because see, if I have a spouse and my spouse is in charge of, you know, decision making on how I'm gonna be buried, where I'm gonna be buried, X, Y, and Z, that's fine. But if I put Kevin in charge of something years ago before I met my spouse and Kevin's name never came off, then hey,
Right.
that's a problem. And that's something that Kevin and now my spouse is going to have to deal with. And that's why the courts come into play, you know. But I think if this is something that this woman is owed and she can prove that she's owed it, then by all means, give her her money. You know what I mean? Give her the money.
Like, she's not asking for a lot. Like, she's not throwing the family under the bus.
No.
She's not saying bad things about Malcolm-Jamal. She didn't disrespect his mother. She's just saying, bitch, give me my money. Bitch better have my money. That's all she's saying. And if she's owed it, give it to her.
And then why allow something like this to make it all the way into the media? This is something that can, and I'm not blaming her, but what I'm saying is this is something that could be resolved between the two of them and a lawyers, whatever, so that we would never need to know that this was going on. It's like,
well, I guess when a lawsuit is filed, you know, people be digging.
But that's the point that I'm making. Like, it did it really have to get to a lawsuit point? Why can't y'all just sit down and work this out?
Or go to an arbitrator or something.
Yeah, like before it gets to this point. Because everything doesn't necessarily have to be a lawsuit.
Right.
You know?
You're right. But
doesn't he have kids with her?
He has a daughter.
Yeah.
And I'm sure after he passed, you know, times may be hard. Not only you're dealing with the death of your husband, your child is also doing the same thing. Where y'all going to live, what y'all going to do, like the therapy, like you're going to need therapy. How is she's going to upkeep the house wherever they live? Who's paying for everything? He was the breadwinner. Where is the money? Like, what's going on?
Right.
Like,
where's the money?
She shouldn't have to be. It shouldn't have to be this way. Like, I don't know. I think things should be set up just in case either one passes away. Something should always be set up. I don't know if she had access to other money, but what she know is $1 million life insurance policy. But she should. If it's $1 million though, my thinking is, shouldn't there already be a policy where she's the beneficiary? Like, she shouldn't have to go through the trust to get this money.
No,
because that's your spouse.
Right.
So was this something that he promised you $1 million, or was there a real $1 million life insurance policy?
Nobody knows. You ever notice how stuff like this seems to always happen? They said he never signed.
He never signed.
You ever notice that this is something like this always seems to happen with celebrities?
Yeah.
You think to yourself, y'all, oh boy, you got it all together. And then when they die, case in point, look at Aretha Franklin when she died. It was that whole big thing with her sons because nobody could figure out who.
They found it in the couch.
And what was it? Her will, right?
Yeah.
They couldn't find a will. And then they eventually found it tucked in a couch, in a seat cushion inside of her apartment.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Listen, we all got to have our shit in order. Like, whoever is in charge of my stuff, they know. And whatever I have set in place.
Life insurance is definitely different from the prenuptial agreement. So whatever, and I think that's one of the things that she's arguing about too, is the prenuptial agreement.
But if you say $1 million life insurance policy, then you need to have $1 million life insurance policy. That's a lot of fucking money. $1 million. And that's all. Listen, Miss Pamela, I'm sure Malcolm-Jamal Warner has made millions. And y'all have made a lot of money in this trust. Give her a $1.28 million and let her go on her way. I mean, you still have a piece of Malcolm and the daughter. Like, I really hope that this is not like something that's big and blowing like that. You know, it gets real nasty. Just give her that money.
Give her money.
Give her the money. It ain't like she said, I want $10 million.
It says the prenup required him to get the policy, and he never did.
Okay, well, she was married to him for 3 damn years.
And I agree.
And she didn't say anything.
I agree with you, Simeon. Marriage is a business. Don't do bad business. I agree. wholeheartedly. And it is a business.
Yeah, but guess who ain't? I don't think I'll get married. I don't. That's not in my plans. It's not in my goals. But even when you're married, you have to like this. It shouldn't even have to be a prenup thing. Like it should be something that's you want to talk about. Like if I should pass or if you should pass, this is how it's going to break down. But let me tell you one thing I can't stand. You know what I can't stand? When somebody's father marries somebody that's other than their mother, and the mother do shit that wasn't supposed to go, like the funeral. She try to leave people out the obituary. She don't give people the money who
the mother or the new wife.
The new wife, sorry. The new wife. I don't like shit like that.
Yeah.
Like you being bitter and you think I'm gonna get back at you, but if I had something in place and that person didn't do exactly I wanted them to do, I would haunt the fuck out of them.
You know, I was watching an episode of The People's Court the other day, and on YouTube, of course, an old episode, and a daughter was suing her father because of this car situation, and the father was there with his new wife. And the judge had asked the new wife something, and the new wife immediately, I don't talk to her. I don't deal with her. So the case goes on, and then the judge then finally, lets the two of them know, like, this is ridiculous. Like, this is your father. This is your daughter. Like, and she's telling the dad, like, you ought to have even more sense because you're older, X, Y, and Z. And the judge says to the daughter, but you know what I really think the real problem is? It's her.
The wife.
The wife. And the daughter said, exactly. And it is. Because you could tell just when the wife opened her mouth, I don't have nothing to do with her. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, you get those new spouses, and 9 times out of 10, Kevin, it's usually the man who marries a new woman, and the new woman gets real nasty and indignant.
Yeah, right.
And, listen, let me tell you something. If I marry your father and your father leaves something for me, what he leaves for me is for me. If he leaves something for you, that is for you. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to argue with nobody that I don't have no more connections with once you die. I don't.
But hopefully you don't lose the connection.
Hopefully you don't. But that's if there's a good connection.
Yeah, okay, because, from personal experience, like, I had a conversation one time with my mom's, I guess, her widow. Or what you call them, me and the widow.
A widower.
A widower. I guess a widow. And I had a conversation with his daughter, and she asked me questions, and I just was like, me and your dad never had that connection because he never made the connection.
Right.
Like, he know my mom or been with my mom for 30 years.
Right.
There should have been
when he met my mom. Right.
Like, I should look at him as a dad. I should look at him as a stepdad.
Right.
Or if I'm going through something, I should be able to go to him. I can't go to him.
Right.
We never had that connection.
Right.
That's my mom's husband. That's my mom's boyfriend.
Right.
My mom been with him for so long.
Right.
Like, I never said that's my stepdad because I never felt.
I said it.
Like, legally,
but you didn't like it when I said it.
But no, because it's not true. But legally, yes. But physically, I mean, in the real world, no. But I don't hate him. I don't.
That day when he cussed out Charles and Shakina that day, and I was sitting right there. That day, I think that was the most I ever heard him talk when he told them off. And in that very moment, I was team Mr. Keith. Because Shakina, who the fuck do you think you are? You don't live in this house, and you don't tell nobody what to do and how to do it in this house. And when he came down them steps and cursed them the fuck out, I sat right there quiet as a mouse like he was talking to me.
I'm surprised you didn't egg him on because you
baby, he told them off, and Shakina called herself getting I was right there. Oh, I was right the fuck there. You had a lot of good arguments in your house.
Yes. And I wanted you to get out.
And I witnessed.
I said, no, Nina, he need to get out because he's not family.
He can stay.
He is family.
You damn right. And I sit right the fuck there.
Such a fucking instigator.
Yep.
Such an instigator.
Yeah. I'd sit right there. Just like Sealy was when they were fighting. Just like that.
And where you find that Whoopi Goldberg picture you've been posting lately? And that was she was mad at.
Let me tell you something, Kevin. That picture has been in my phone for years. I just was recently going through my phone, deleting stuff, and I came across it. And I just was like, you know what? I'm going to use this as a meme one day.
Oh, my God. She like,
yeah. That's the old view.
She had to be mad at
because she was thicker and her dreads was short. Yeah, so it's very old. Did you see that video of Sunny?
I didn't watch it.
I did.
Oh, I did. I heard Sunny.
I did. But let me tell you something. Sunny Hostin, how dare fucking you? Because let me tell you something. All that shit you talking to View about nobody's above the law and this, that, and the third. Listen, I get it. I get it. As a parent,
you are. Child, though.
Listen, as a parent, you're supposed to ride for your child like none other. You know, that's what you do.
Hold on, wait. Tell them the backstory. So
I'm about to tell them. I'm about to tell them.
All right.
You're supposed to ride for your child. Now, you know, if your child is wrong, you let your child know you're wrong. Mm-hmm. In this case, he was wrong. Right. Sonny's son was wrong. But was he wrong enough to have all of that happen to him? No. He wasn't. As a matter of fact, and I can't even say that this happened because, the cops did it because he was Sunny Hostin's son. No, because they didn't know. And the body camera shows when they originally run up on him. Mm-hmm. So they clearly, when they ran up on this guy, he was by himself. They didn't know who the fuck he was. But her son, Sunny Hostin's son, was jogging. He then came across train tracks. There was a gate that said no trespassing. The gate was wide open. He then proceeds to go through the gate and decides to run alongside the train tracks.
And why do people go on train tracks? I don't know.
I used to do it as a kid. Me and my friends used to do it as a kid.
Somebody got killed on the train tracks yesterday.
And we used to have a good time. But hey, don't judge me. I said when I was a kid, not now. But anyway, and Sunny Hostin's son is not a kid. He's a grown man.
He's grown.
So I don't know if somebody called the cops because they seen him. I don't know. I don't know if the cops saw him or whatever. But whatever the case may be, the cops approached him. He was very respectful. The cops were respectful to him. Mm-hmm. Now, they did come up on him and tell him to put his hands behind his back, whatever the case may be. He was already on the phone with his mom, which I don't know if they were already having a conversation or he heard the cops saying something to him. And
I'm sure he called
his mom, but he was already on the phone with her. So when the cops put his hands behind his back, you know, he's like, I'm on the phone with my mom. Da, da, da. So the cops like, you know, that's fine. You don't have to hang up. You know, we just want to detain you until we figure out why the hell you're over here.
Right.
So he's explaining to them, I'm jogging. I'm sorry. I didn't mean. And the cop is telling him, this is a no trespass area. There are signs that say no trespass, and you are along the train tracks where we have plenty of people who get hit by trains, who do all types of stupid things to trains when they are coming by. Right. You're not supposed to be back here. So, you know, he's apologetic, whatever the case may be. The video is pretty long, so I started fast forwarding it to the part where Sunny rolls up, because then she pulls up.
Oh, she actually goes there.
Oh, yeah, she pulled
Wait a minute.
Up. She pulled up. Oh, and I don't know where they were, but thank God for these body cams.
Because the camera was in like tell them I'm a prosecutor and all of that.
Stop telling the story because you didn't see it. Let me tell her. So while she's on the phone with him before she pulled up, she was telling them, tell him I'm a federal prosecutor. I'm a former federal prosecutor. Okay. That don't have nothing to do with nothing. And I think at one point that's what one of the cops said. Okay. He's not in trouble, ma'am. So I don't know why you keep telling us that you're a former federal prosecutor. Mm-hmm. We just want to find out what the hell he's doing back here. Bam. So I fast forward. When I fast forward, that's when it gets to the part when she pulls up. She pulls up and, you know, she's yeah, and now she's telling the cops, because he's a Harvard graduate and he teaches fourth grade, and you know, we don't want this on his record, and I'm a former federal prosecutor. Is there any way? So the cops is like, ma'am, unfortunately, no. This is not gonna go on his record. This is not gonna, but we do have to do our job because he was caught back here.
She was making it worse instead of making it better.
In my opinion, now there was no back and forth, no argument, but I felt like she still kept trying to throw it out there. Oh, he's a Harvard graduate, and I'm a former federal prosecutor. Here's the thing I have: if he's a Harvard graduate, then he should know how to read.
Can I ask you a question? Mm-hmm. Did he know who she was when she pulled up?
Who?
the cop?
No, they didn't know who the fuck she was.
They didn't know who Sonny Hostin was.
No, they didn't know. They didn't care about who the fuck she was. They just wanted to know why her son was back there. They didn't care. Sonny kept, throwing this out. Now, granted, we see the other race do it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
They do it all the time.
And most likely it works in their favor more than
most likely it works in their favor. But I just feel like in that moment, for me, I'm an avid View watcher. I watch The View faithfully every day. I feel like for me, when I sit and watch this show and I hear Sonny Hostin talk about how, people and Donald Trump and his kids, and there's this and that and that. And it took me back to those comments in the past. And I'm saying to myself, well, you're no better because you're doing the same thing that you're accused him of doing.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have to tell the cop that he's a Harvard graduate. You didn't have to tell the cop that you're a former federal prosecutor, because when you watch the video, none of that mattered to any of those goddamn cops. They kept saying, okay, but we still have to do our job. It doesn't matter who the hell you are. I don't remember hearing her say that she's Sonny Hostin from The View, even though I think she did, but I don't remember her hearing her say that. She just kept throwing her weight around that she's a former federal prosecutor.
But he didn't get in trouble. I mean,
no, because the cop explained to him, listen, he was, let's say the cop
but I'm glad she was there, because things can go left.
Cop, but watching the video, Kevin, there was no going left, because everybody was respectful. Her son was respectful before he pulled up. The cops were respectful. They just was like, listen, and then they even explained to him, we're doing this because you're not supposed to be back here. There's a sign that clearly says no trespassing, and you are trespassing.
And Sonny threw her weight around saying, bitch, I'm
and
a former federal
and she threw her weight around. And that's why I keep telling y'all, I don't know if some of y'all heard this, but I love watching the police body cam on Facebook, because then you get a different perspective, because we always think that, the cops are the one that's causing the trouble. And a lot of times it's not the cops. I saw this video and I'm watching it and I'm saying to myself, Sonny, you're kind of overdoing it, because you don't have to keep saying it.
I would probably be like, listen, this is something I don't want out, because my child, and he just got accepted into doctor.
Right. But again, let me finish. The cop told her, ma'am, this is nothing that's going on.
Why did that video become public?
This is because of who she is. This is nothing, and I think also too because of people were leaving in the comments. A lot of people leaving in the comments, because she's always on The View talking about how.
Well, but you know what though?
But
I'm not mad at her.
No, I didn't say I was either. But what I'm saying is, you can't say rules for thee, but none for me. You cannot do that. You can't do that. Because if it's going to be rules for somebody over there, then it has to be rules for you. Like the cop continued to say to her, he's not in trouble. Nothing that we're doing here is going to go on his record. He's going to be able to continue to go on and flourish in life. But this is more so a citation. He has to be cited. She didn't even want them to do that. I don't even want y'all to do that. And the cop kept saying,
Sonny talk about this on The View?
She hasn't been there. Well, all right. So I'm lying. I'm lying. I missed a few episodes.
Okay.
The episode that I watched today was from last week from Trump's speech.
Yeah, they on vacation.
And that episode, she was not there because she was interviewing Joe Biden. But this video is actually old.
How old is it?
It's like a month ago or earlier in the month.
It's just coming out.
It's just coming out. Like you said, somebody leaked it, because it didn't just happen. So will she talk about it? She should. But then again, she may not, because like you said, they're about to go on vacation.
Yeah, The View about to go on vacation.
So
they go on vacation.
She may not talk about it. Yeah. But I just feel like, it just was like, yes, I agree with you. People are going to take, and you should take up for your kids. You should. But at that very moment, especially when you're dealing with police officers who are not there to cause any trouble, they're like, listen, miss, why do you keep telling us that he's a Harvard graduate? Why do you keep telling us he's not in trouble?
Yeah.
We just want to cite him, and he's going to go about his business.
Right.
That's it.
Tell him, and don't come on these tracks again.
And don't come on these fucking tracks again, since he's a Harvard educated teacher.
And you know what? Shit. Stuff be happening on train tracks. And they be like, this person was walking on the tracks going home.
Yeah, they did.
And I'll be like, is a death sentence what they wanted? Because there's no way you don't hear a motherfucking train.
Our cash apps are right there too.
No matter where, you can hear the train coming. even with headphones on, you can hear a train.
So when we were kids, me and my friends.
Hold on, because I'm not.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just want to say.
Oh no, go ahead.
Only thing I did bad on the train tracks was throw shit at the train as it rolled by.
And we never did that. We used to get a thrill just by walking on the train, and then there was a certain point on the tracks where the trains would ride past this rocky part, and there would be like this big ass rocky wall where it would just be your body, and then the train would be coming like this, and you would just have to hide like this. But if you stuck your arm out, you'd be touching the train.
Oh,
and that's how close you would be. And for some odd reason, we used to get a thrill out of that as kids.
What the fuck was wrong?
I said as kids. We're all here live today, but I said as kids. Listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Would we ever do that today? No, because we're adults. But I'm saying as kids.
Woo.
But I'm going back to the part where you said about people getting killed. One of the things, and I said this to somebody recently, one of the things that I remember walking on the train tracks is the horrible, horrible smell. And I mean smell of death. Walking on the train tracks, you see all types of carnage. Dead dogs, dead cats, dead possums, dead raccoons, and fresh kill because they're being hit by trains. And when you're walking and you start to smell it, you be like, what the fuck? Like, But
you know what smell I like?
But
skunk. I live for it. Like when you on that open road late at night, when you know you're going to another state and it's a long road trip, and you can smell the skunk through the car. I really like the smell. Don't judge.
Is it skunk or is it you opening your legs in the back seat?
Oh, bitch, I would never. Bitch, first of all, you know, I don't
know a damn thing because I've never been
play about hygiene.
Okay,
I don't.
But yeah, that smell, that carnage of dead animals on the tracks. Ugh.
Don't judge me.
Yes,
I love the skunk smell.
It definitely is a cemetery.
I love the smell of a skunk. Don't judge me.
I'm judging.
Because, bitch, it's people that eat toilet paper.
Gasoline. I like the smell of fresh gasoline. I like the smell of a freshly lit cigarette. But after you start smoking it, I don't like the smell no more.
I like the smell of a skunk.
I've never even been close enough to a skunk to see what it smells like. And you're sitting here telling me you've been that close that you know what it smells like? I've never been.
No, I'm saying when you on the road, let's say it's late at night.
Yeah, but how do you know it's not dead animals?
I don't know. No, I know a skunk. You know a skunk smell.
I don't because I've never smelled it.
I haven't smelled a skunk in a long time. But when you know that smell, you know it. A skunk done shot his stuff out. I'll tell you what I don't like. A nasty BOTTOM.
I don't think anybody likes that.
Oh,
moving along.
Yeah. No, but you know what?
And that's a good question. What does a skunk smell like?
It's like a funky smell.
Are you sure it's not when you took your shoes off the back seat of that car?
Baby. If my shoes smell like skunk, I will probably
You probably what? You'd probably what?
Listen,
well, you said you like the smell of it.
Listen, but don't judge. Listen, but don't judge. I like the smell of a skunk. This video gonna be famous.
I like the smell.
They're gonna play that back.
I like the smell
20
of
years.
Sweaty ass. No, I don't. I'm joking.
Like the smell. I didn't know crayons had a smell unless
did.
it told you it had a smell.
That you did. Crayons
no,
had a smell.
Remember when they tell you like, oh, this smell like such and such. But a regular crayon has the same?
Yes. It smells like it smells like wax.
Let me tell you something.
It smells just like wax.
When it comes to crayons, I hate it. Prang crayons, PARANG, with the thick. They like
yeah, everybody coloring with that.
Bitch, it had to be Crayola. If it wasn't Crayola, girl, what type of cheap shit is
I love the smell of a marker. I do. I love the smell of whiteout.
Bitch, I love the smell of bleach.
No.
Bleach.
No.
I love it. I could I love the smell of bleach.
No.
What else I like that people might find weird?
Somebody said they rolled over a skunk and that smell lingered on their tires for weeks. Ugh.
Oh, I would have been in heaven.
That's a dead animal smell. So that you would have loved the train tracks.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would. All them dead animals up there. Oh, Kevin, you should. Oh my God, the image is still in my head. You would see some of these animals and they'd be freshly dead, right? Or you'd see an animal who was decomposing and they weren't fully decomposed, and like half of it, the fur was still there, and the other half you could see skeleton, and oh my God, and then some of them you see just the teeth. I'm telling you, we used to have a ball on them train tracks, and we would walk from one end. We would walk from one station to the next station, and then we either turn back around and do it again, or we would get at the next station. We would climb up and then just walk the streets back home.
Shout out to Marche H for the cash ad.
Oh, we got a cash.
Gotta give her a shout out. Did you get it?
I did get a
get a notification.
Thank you, Marche.
Yeah, and
Marche.
another thing.
Listen, Greg, Marche, they're not the only two people.
I know
here.
it's 250 people
yes.
here. What the fuck? Can we get $1 if everybody gave us $1 for going live? Because I was going to record, but I said no. Let's go live.
Yes.
Michael gonna text me. He never texts me this. Are we going live or we recording?
Because I was a little confused. The closer I got, I said, I wonder what exactly it is that we're doing.
Yeah,
I know we're meeting, but what are we doing when we meet?
You like the smell of a dozen from Sid Booker's. That's what you like. Oh, that's somebody from Philly. Hey, Marquise. He got a fucking Philly name, Marquise.
Or he's trying to be smart towards me because I stay at Sid Booker's all the time.
Was you there when Sherelle Parker was there?
No, but I was there with her. Oh, can we talk about the last time I was here?
Go. Because no, first of all, Mikkel, I was so scared for you.
You, bitch, to see trees right across the street, right there across the street. You know, that's usually where I park.
Oh, yeah.
That's usually where I park.
Yeah.
But I ended up parking on this street that day because I was coming from 56th Street.
That was
God. That was God. Because Kevin, when I got in my car and I went to go turn up that way, and I seen that, first of all, I didn't even notice the tree. The cars were stopping right there. So I'm like, why the fuck is that car stopping and the other cars is behind? Because I'm ready to turn. And then the guy gets out the car while in the pouring rain. He gets out the car and he's yelling at the car behind him, and he's doing this in front of him. And I look past him and see this big ass tree in the middle of the street. I said, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? So then I go and I just keep going straight down. What's this?
Baltimore.
Baby. Oh my God.
All you seen was down trees.
The rain,
even at that part.
The rain was getting harder and harder. And each time I went to go turn up one of them side streets, there was a tree down.
First of all, Mikkel, wait. I didn't know that much time had passed because I was like, Mikkel, please stay in your car. And you said, Kevin, I'm already going. I've already started driving.
Right.
And then Mikkel kept calling my phone. Every time I answered, but nobody was on the other
where
end.
I was at, you weren't answering. Like it was just ringing. It was just
and
ringing,
I'm like,
ringing,
hello,
ringing.
what the fuck you keep calling me for?
So when you text me, I said, oh, he's answering, but nothing's happening. Bitch, when I text you that, I was literally stopped in the middle of a street all the way up there, and the tree had literally just fell in front of me. And I was stopped in the street, and I got so scared, because that's when I texted you and said, I'm scared. And then I realized I'm looking out my front window, and I realized there's a tree over top of me. So now I'm like, bitch, I'm on the street by myself. Kevin's not going to know where I'm at. It's pouring down raining. Nobody's not going to know I'm in this car if this tree falls on me, other than the fact the car is in the middle of the street. So they should know that there's somebody in it if it falls on it. But nobody's not going to know. I don't know when it's going to stop raining. I don't know when the wind's going to stop, but I need to get from here.
Yes.
I then backed all the way up and then made a U-turn and went down the wrong way as cars was coming up, because I'm like, bitch, oh yeah, because I was so scared. I was so scared. Cars was coming this way and I was going right past them. No, baby. No, I'm getting out of here. The devil's a lie. Not today. You won't take me out with a fucking tree.
Mikhail, you could have died that day.
Yeah, I could have. But God. So, I make it all the way home. Then I decide I'm hungry. So where do I go, Marquise? I go to Sid Booker's to get me some shrimp. So now by this time, the rain has stopped. Yeah. The sun has shined.
Yeah.
Everything doesn't even look like we just had this big ass storm.
Except for West Philly.
So I get a phone call from my pastor's niece, and she's like, "Did you hear from, Pastor Kim, my first lady?" And I'm like, "No, why?" Pastor says that he needs the members out at the church ASAP. It's an emergency because of the storm. So I'm like, "Oh shit!" So now, and my church is not too far from where Kevin lives. And it's all in this West Philly area. So I'm like, damn, I just came from down there, but I'm gonna go back because something might be wrong with our church. Come to find out, when I got there, it was only one of the neighbors from across the street. He had came over and he was helping sweep up all these trees and branches from in front of our church. God, it was bad. And then my pastor, he was coming out and he was walking fast. So I said, "Well, what's going on? What's the matter?" And he said, "You didn't see down the street?" And I said, "No." He said, "Oh God, come with me." So me and him walk around the corner, and that's when I noticed the fucking roof from the projects in the middle of the street. Okay? And I have a picture of it. I'm going to show you. Okay? I'm going to show you. This was unfucking believable. No, get out of my phone. When was that day?
July.
Oh, here it is.
July 13th, I think.
I found it. So I don't know if y'all can see it really good, if it's like a blur.
Make sure the bottom of your phone not showing.
Oh yeah. But that in the middle of the street is the roof to this apartment complex. I'm gonna show you, see if I can show you another picture. Here's another picture of it sitting in the middle of the street.
Tap the screen so we can it ain't changing.
Yeah, it's not changing. Okay. So now all of these people are displaced. So essentially we're out there now trying to help. So basically what my pastor did was he was at this banquet, and then he ended up where he was at. He was like in Darby, where it didn't rain at all. So he was so confused, but he was on his way to the church.
It never rained in Darby?
It never rained.
Darby's right the fuck there.
First of all, he said that by the time he started driving through West Philly, he was trying to figure out what happened, because he's like, it never rained. So when he got to the church and saw that apartment complex, he opened, because he was going to the church anyway. So basically what he did was he opened the doors of the church just in case anybody needed to come in, use the bathroom, X, Y, and Z. So he wanted members there to help with anything. Mm-hmm. So me and him, we went out and we started sweeping up debris from that block that we were on. Now the neighbors were out there sweeping too. But it was horrible. I was out there at my church for about a good 5 or 6 hours. More people came, but it was horrible. Now,
you were supposed to call me back too.
And I was. By this time now, we knew that the mayor was coming because this was a big thing. Mm-hmm. So
our drunk ass was
so there. We had, we ate, we ordered pizza and stuff, and we ate inside the church getting ready for the mayor to come. So then by 8:45 that night, that's when we left the church and went around the corner and walked in the street. And this guy who is the state rep, Amin
Brown.
Yes. He pulled up with, I used to work with his baby mom. His oldest daughter. Yeah. He's very, very nice looking. Mm-hmm. He pulled up with a food truck with all of these produce. Oh my God. So it was just him and the guy in the truck. Well, the guy who put up. So then my pastor started helping them unload the stuff. So then I went over there to help. So we're unloading and whatever the case may be. Not unbeknownst to us, we're being caught on camera because my sister sent me a video where she could see my fat ass helping. So she said, "Ain't this you? Why do you have these mismatched socks on?" She didn't give a damn about me helping. She just wanted to know why.
Why the fuck she worried about mismatched socks when the roof just blew off the fucking
and then had the nerve to tell me, my sister had the nerve to tell me, "You're a representation of me, and you out there with mismatched socks on."
Girl, he out there saving lives where you should have been.
Yes,
don't play with him.
Well, she's a nurse. She was at work. So she saves a lot of lives. But she didn't like the fact that her brother was outside with mismatched socks.
Mikhail, nobody cared.
Nobody cared. Nobody cared. But apparently she did. Okay? Because you told me
she was looking too hard.
Like today, when I seen her, I was dressed like this. I didn't have no socks or nothing on. So she said, "Where are you coming from?" I said, "Where are you coming from?" She had on squirrels, but I was being funny. I said, "Where are you coming from?" She said, "Where?" Then she looked at me and she said, "Where are you coming from?" I said, "Where?" Then she got quiet. She gonna say, "Like that?"
Did you work like that?
No.
Oh.
So I said, "No, I wasn't at work. I had to go to a church meeting." Like that?
Oh, bitch. You know what, Mikhail? You ain't talking about a good church meeting in a long time.
Oh, we had a good one today.
Mikhail you ain't been talking about the church.
We had a good one today.
Everybody getting along?
Yeah, but this one was just for the, I'm a trustee again.
Oh, you never told me that.
Yeah. Yeah. I got my badge and everything.
Yeah,
I'm about to show you something. God almighty. It's just a mess. Thank you, Monique.
Yeah, thanks, Monique.
Where's that?
Trustee, Mikhail McClendon. Show them. They need to come back to your church. You know, Mikhail, you don't talk about your church no more. St. Joseph Baptist Church, 54th and Vine.
Yes.
Come get saved.
So we were talking about finances and all that stuff,
Okay.
So it was us, the trustees and the deacons today. We had to have a meeting. And it was a good meeting, a good productive meeting, but it was good.
Can I stop you?
Mm-hmm.
What did your pastor say about the other two pastors in our city?
We didn't talk about it. We didn't talk about it. And I think one of the reasons we didn't talk about it because the one I said I don't know him, but I know.
But yeah, he's well known.
My pastor knows his father.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And I think it's a hurt piece when something like that happens, and it's just like, it's a hurt piece. It's a hurt piece.
6 degrees of separation. I forgot what you call it, but
it's a hurt piece.
Yeah,
it's a hurt piece.
But if he ain't know his father, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, but you know what?
But we'll talk about it in private. Not me and you, but me and
yeah. But that story kind of came and went. It did. But what I didn't like, and Rara said it to me too. I didn't like is that how they put so much emphasis on those two pastors because and I don't mean do they know another network?
No, this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that they should not have been, they should not have been put out there. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when it comes to the Catholic Church, like I was saying at work, I said I don't know none of these Catholic preachers who get caught up like that. I don't know none of their faces.
We don't know them, but you know what they do?
But they don't
send them to different churches.
They do, but they don't plaster them all. That's the point that I was making.
Yeah.
They don't get plastered all over the news.
But a lot of them got, how much the Catholic Church done paid out. There's so many old ass people where this has happened to them. This, like y'all know, I was raised Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
I really once I felt I was grown, I really stopped going to the Catholic Church because I felt like it was hypocrisy in the pulpit. With you have these pastors that come and they're out here molesting children and all of that, and I don't be thinking all the nuns are nuns. Like I feel like they be probably doing stuff with the this is some crazy thoughts that I be having, and I just be like, y'all have to let humans be humans. God never judged. Well, Jesus never judged nobody. You don't hear Jesus persecuting anybody for being gay. And at that time in my life, I just was like, I don't want to go to this church, and I just can't go. Let me tell you, last time I've been to a Catholic service, Jeremiah's funeral. That was September 21st, 2007.
Yes.
I have never been back to a Catholic church for anything. And it's kind of hurtful because I love my church. My church was a community. It was a family. But I'm sorry for getting emotional, but like as I got older, I just was like, this ain't for me. And for my adult life, like I like going to different churches and stuff, but I felt like I don't have a home. Like I really don't have a church home where I can go and I can worship people and not be judged for living my motherfucking life. You know what I mean? So I don't want to switch religions and none of that stuff. But I miss I miss the home that I had in the church.
You better than me because you know how I get to that church at mine and cuss them motherfuckers
Yes,
out
but I can't do that.
and come back every Sunday.
I can't do that. Like,
Because I'm good for telling somebody off at church and outside the church. Don't play with me because I'm not him.
Like, I miss that you get to know the ladies of the church. You get to know the men of the church. You see everybody, the badass kids and the people you get smart with and all of that. Like, I miss that. But I just felt like y'all take the gay. It's not a lifestyle. Y'all don't like the way some people live. But I see that over time things have changed, but it's not where I still want to be. I still feel like I don't have what I used to have when I feel like when I go to church. People always talk about my church. Oh, y'all church slow, this and that. But I will always defend my church. I will always defend my church. But like, no, bitch, we sing, we get down like everybody else.
Oh, you're crying. You need a tissue.
I'm all right.
I know.
Okay.
Trust me, I know.
I'm okay. But I just bitch, don't you dare laugh. Don't you dare laugh, because this is it's something that is serious. No.
I'm not
serious.
laughing
It is
at
so
what you're
serious
saying.
for me.
I'm laughing because I've never in all these years seen a tear fall, and it fell. Oh my God. It shocked me when I turned to my left. Like, oh my God, there it is. I wish I'd had my camera up.
No. Post it. It might get a lot of likes.
Wow, that's amazing.
No. But that's how much like I care about religion and stuff. Like, y'all got to remember.
Not religion, but more so the community
or
of
faith,
the church.
period.
You want
because
to be, you get the community, and I get it, because as much as I go, it's like, it's like if I don't go to not just my church, but a church on Sundays, I feel, I'm missing something. You know what I mean? Like, I can literally, I need you to wipe that other tear. I can literally,
I'll be okay.
I can literally go to sleep at 3:00 in the morning on Saturday night and then wake up every morning at 8:30 and get ready for church.
Yeah.
Like literally, now here's the thing. I sit in the front row at my church. So some Sundays it's bad because, I'm sitting there and then it hits me, boy, you went to sleep at 3:30 in the morning. So now I'm like dozing. Like one of the trustees told me 2 weeks ago. I said, yeah, and she looked at me and she said, yeah, because I wanted to throw something at you because you was not no.
Yeah.
I said because I was so tired. Not that the sermon wasn't good, but it's just that it hit me that I go to sleep late and I shouldn't.
I know that faith doesn't mean you have to attend church, but it's nothing like a fellowship and worshiping with the same people who believe.
And what you just said, I live by that because that's what the Bible teaches, that we should forsake not the assembling of believers. Okay, so I live by what you said. There's a lot of great services that I watch online. I watch a lot of good ones, but the ones that I watch online are the ones that I can't get to because they're in other states.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I watch them online. Like I love Reverend Sharp from Fellowship in Chicago. I absolutely love him. I can't get to him, so that's why I watch him online. But baby, here in the city of Philadelphia on Sunday mornings, I'm getting my black ass up and I'm going to somebody's church. If I don't make it to mine, I'm going to sit in somebody's church because I'm taught that I should be fellowshipping amongst other believers.
Let me tell you, I'm sorry. I didn't know like talking about religion and faith was gonna hit me like this, man. I walked past the Catholic church. Do you know it's a Catholic church right around the corner?
Around the corner, yeah.
I walked past there because I found a new way to get to work. I was like, what? Welcome here. But the day I walked there, the train passes us by. I said, oh no. I said, I'm gonna be an hour late. They done pass me. I gotta go downtown. But I was so tempted to walk in there. I'm sorry. Like, I just, no,
Well, why
y'all
don't
not
you
gonna
go
judge
in?
me. Y'all not.
Well, then why
I
don't
don't
you
give
go
a
in?
damn if y'all mad at my tears. I just wanted to
They
walk.
can't see them. Only I can see them.
I just wanted to walk in there because I'm like, you got these people in here just praying. 7 o'clock in the morning, okay. But they were just older people,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, oh, they at mass. I was thinking like, they probably go to mass every day, and I wish I could just go in there with them.
There is, Simeon, you're absolutely right. There is definitely a special energy that you get, especially when you are worshiping and everybody's on the same accord. Like that, it's a special type of energy. But I've been telling you for years you need to find a church. Something that fits you. You know, people used to say, "Oh, go to Mikhail's church." Mikhail's church may not fit you. You need to find something that fits you, so that you can feel uplifted, so that you can hear the word, so you can be taught. You know, like you said, you grew up Catholic. So a Baptist church, a Kojic church may not be the church for you. You may need a Catholic church that you need to go in and sit in. Now, I'm not going to hell in there because I already have a hard time staying awake at. You think I'm going to go in there?
I'm trying to tell you, y'all think that Catholic Church is like Hail Mary full of grace and all of that.
I have
No,
not found a
you
Catholic church like
You
Sister Act.
have to go to a black.
I need it.
You have to go to a black Catholic
I
church.
don't know too many
Have
Catholic
you ever
churches
been?
in Philly.
It's right there at 24th and Lehigh. Come on.
St. Martin de Porres?
Yes.
I thought that they were white in there.
No, they black.
I thought the father who did Jeremiah's funeral was white.
The priest was white. No, he was black.
I don't remember.
No, he was black. And you know what? I didn't like. You know, I will never forget that story he told about about the person who got ran over by a car and her head got crushed.
What?
I will never.
I don't remember.
Ever forget
He
that.
said it at the funeral?
Yes.
I don't
And I
remember
said, this does not correlate to someone who was stabbed to death.
See? That's why you
How
got,
the
that's
fuck
why,
do
why,
you put
that's why
that
you gotta go to
together?
church. That's why you got to find a pastor who's not just a preacher, but a teacher.
But listen,
and who knows what he or she is talking about.
I wish that the white priest was there that day. Because how do you find, where did y'all find him from? No, it's not where did they find him from.
Craigslist.
But I thought he was someone that was banished. No, he done did some foul shit. And I thought that he was someone that shouldn't have been there. And I couldn't believe that he said what he said. And then I remember you. And I said, who the fuck is this gay nigga up here? Like, I never seen him before. Who is him? I don't even remember what you said. Do you even remember what you said? But you got out there and you said something.
I think
I didn't know Mikhail.
Oh, you know what? I think, I spoke about, because we were all in that group together, that modeling group together. That's when I was slim and trim and look good. And we were all in that modeling group together. And they wanted somebody from the group that represented the group to get up and speak. And of course, nobody wanted to do it because we were all young at the time. So nobody wanted to do it. But I was the one who said, yeah, I'll do it. And I did it.
I said, this faggot in my hair. I really said that. I'm sorry. We grown, but I was 22.
And I was 20.
20. Yeah, I know.
But I got up and spoke.
But who would have, we never, and that's how I always remembered you. I said, that's the guy that spoke at my nephew's funeral. Y'all just learned something new today. Y'all learned something new today. Like,
which is crazy because before I met him, I knew his family, but I didn't know him.
Yeah, he never knew me. I never met him before. I just remember that's the guy that liked Beyonce on Facebook all the time. I mean, MySpace. I'm like, he always posting about her and everything. And that's why I felt comfortable meeting him, because I said, that's the guy that spoke at my nephew's funeral. So I knew he wasn't crazy or nothing. Or that still don't mean nothing because people are really crazy. Yeah. But he was just a Beyonce stan. I think Mikhail's stanness has came down a whole lot.
No,
because
I just
it'd
think
be like Beyonce
I've
eat
gotten
Apple Jacks.
older.
I'm gonna eat Apple Jacks.
I've gotten older.
Like,
but you know what's so crazy? Because every time I look at my Vizio TV, I think of her. Because I bought it because remember she was promoting, not promoting. What do you call that word? She was. What's the word I'm looking for, Kevin?
Say it again.
Vizio, the Vizio TV.
The Vizio.
Yes, I have a Vizio, and I've had it ever since Beyonce was not sponsoring.
Let me tell you, Vizio is terrible.
Yeah. What's the word I'm looking for?
A promoter.
No.
Not an influencer. Beyonce.
Yeah.
Promoter.
But that's not what you use when you're saying. Ever since she was, my head is. This is why I say I think there's something wrong with my brain.
Because you won't get dementia by 50. You keep playing.
Beyonce was endorsing. That's the word. Endorsing. Vizio. Thank you.
Let me tell you, Vizio. Let me tell y'all the best TV.
But I still have my Vizio still works to this. I still have it.
Listen, I got a Vizio monitor that I used to use. I need to throw it out. I got another.
You should.
Monitor.
That is like a TV,
No,
kitchen
the little
TV.
one. The little one is a Vizio.
I'm looking right at it.
Yeah, I used to use it as a computer monitor. But like
it's so small.
It's and this bitch is only a 22 inch.
Yeah, I see.
Again, it was a monitor. A monitor, not watch TV on, bitch. A monitor.
You better watch the B words.
I know.
You better watch.
Wait,
them.
Mikhail,
B words.
The crazy thing, no. Let me tell you something. The crazy thing is, I thought the F word, and I thought you were gonna say you better watch them F word.
You better
and
watch
I said, I don't fucking knew I thought that. Let me tell you something.
Ain't that what Nene told him?
Classic.
You better watch them P words.
I'm only gonna be with so many bitches.
Okay. Yeah. You better watch them P words. Okay. You better watch them. She said, cheers to the freaking weekend, bitches. She said, cheers. Hold on. You better watch them P words. You better watch them.
I was like, how the fuck you know I thought that?
To the girls' weekend.
Yes, cheers
to the
girls' weekend.
Cheers, bitches. You better watch them B words. Baby. That's what she told her. Yeah.
If I didn't shout you out, shout out to Monique as well.
Shout out to Monique as well.
Thank you, Monique. Yeah. I mean, we having good entertainment. So can we talk about those twins, right? Kyle and Kamara. Mm-hmm. Now, first of all, I like them. I think they're cute, but I really like their father. Mm-hmm. Like,
I know. I was following them at one point, and then I unfollowed them because the videos just became let
me tell you something. Like, once I seen the Charlie Kirk thing.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't stick around for that.
They made a video about Charlie Kirk.
Like, him?
Yeah, like, at first I'm like, is y'all joking? Because I thought I was waiting to laugh. I was waiting to laugh.
I was waiting to laugh on a lot of their videos.
And then I said, no. But the person that really, like, to me made their videos interesting was the skater. Like, I can't remember his name. But that skater, bitch, he's a good ass skater.
Oh,
and he be doing all the flips
and he also
shit.
Looks like he's related to.
Yeah, he do. He look like he could be their brother.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But you know the problem when you play around so much and do all of those pranks. Mm-hmm. It's the boy that cried wolf, and you don't know if they being serious or if they joking.
Yep.
And I said, "Oh, bitch, this is something they just trying.
Kevin,
they trying to promote their page.
That's how I felt, Kevin. That's how I felt.
And you know that's so horrible to think.
Yep, that's how I felt. And I even responded to a post on Facebook, writing a whole fucking paragraph. By the time I pushed that period, I said, "Let me delete this because I don't have to argue with nobody on this post." I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes it's
like so horrible to think that they would do something just to get extra viral. But in a time like today, let me tell y'all something. Y'all may say, oh, y'all videos look this way, y'all videos look that way. I ain't in a competition with nobody. Fucking body.
Right. Nobody.
I don't ever sit here and brainstorm like Mikhail, we gotta be like them other bitches. Bitch, we are the motherfucking pioneers. We laid the groundwork for all you other bitches out there. And I'm not calling y'all bitches as y'all bitches. I just gotta say it. And another thing, like when I say we are the pioneers, we are the pioneers. And I feel like fucking Richard, what's his goddamn last name? Well,
Pryor?
No, Richard fucking
Simmons.
No, bitch. What's his name? Richard. Little Richard, bitch.
Oh.
When he say, they ain't gave us nothing.
Not us.
They ain't do shit. Let me tell y'all. When I say,
well, wait a minute. Don't yell too loud.
I'm sorry. We'll move over. But when I say we laid the motherfucking groundwork, we are the motherfucking blueprint. We don't get our due, and that's okay. But we are the motherfucking foundation that all y'all motherfuckers out there are building on. And I don't say that with no hate in my heart. I want everybody to be successful because it's money on the table for every fucking body.
That's right. That's right.
It's money on the table for everybody. And I kind of forgot where I was going with this. But I don't have to compete with these bitches.
Somebody said, I think y'all need $20,000 each for the 20th anniversary. I hope you're talking about $20,000.
Dollars. But no. But listen, that's why I feel like I don't have to compete with these people, man. Like, I'm not going to let, like, before I used to be like, okay, well, y'all not sharing the videos. Y'all not doing this. Y'all not doing that. Now, I do know that I'm not going to compete with nobody. I'm going to be myself. Yeah, there's some new shit I got to learn. Let me tell y'all, the most irritating thing I see is people talking like this. Sorry. And then I hate when everybody had that as a microphone. I hate it. I don't like it. Don't expect for me to be walking around with a motherfucking little ass microphone talking into it. What'd you say?
Huh? Oh, no.
Bitch, you better get it together. But no, we are the pioneers of this shit. But I never felt like, oh, we got to do this, Mikhail. We got to do that. No, only thing I tell Mikhail is
what's for us, and I'm a firm believer of this.
If we want these extra money, then we got to put out extra.
The older
videos.
I get, the older I get, what's for us is for us, and that's how I live. I no longer chase what someone. No, I'm saying
no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh. Go, no, finish.
No.
Finish.
I no longer chase what other people are doing. That's why I do not react. I don't react. And there's almost 300 of you on this thing, and I think half of you can agree to this. I don't react when I see people who mostly say it under your post. Mm-hmm. Oh, y'all should be so far, and y'all could have been doing. I don't react to stuff like that. I don't react to stuff like that. The reason why I don't react to stuff like that, because I'm a firm believer, what is for me is for me. And sometimes God does not say, I want you or everybody to have this plethora of not fame, but attention. It's kind of like how we were just talking about church. You know, you got mega churches, you got churches that have 300 people in them, you got churches that have 1,000 people in them, and then you got some churches who got 50 or 60 people in them every Sunday. And guess what? Every Sunday, that church with 50 or 60 people, the doors are still open, just like that church that got 1,000 people in them. Mm-hmm. Every Sunday, something in that 50 or 60 person church is moving those 50 or 60 people to come Sunday after Sunday.
Even your church.
So whatever it is that's for me, I will receive it. I don't need to chase after what somebody thinks I should be, or they start saying, "Oh, because so and so came up after y'all." And that's good for them. That is what God wants them to have, and they have it. and they have it more abundantly. And guess what? What I have, and I have it more abundantly. Just because I'm not split or talking about it or showing it doesn't mean I don't have anything. It just means that I am enjoying the fruits of my labor from doing this, and I'm enjoying it with me, myself, and I. I'm not making it public. Here's the thing. You know that we're doing something right because what is it? 18 years?
I'm about to say it's 2026.
18 years? 18 years, and we're sitting on live with 280 something people? No,
Somebody
it ain't 2,000 people, but it's 280 something people after 18 years watching us on live. Listen, I don't know about y'all, but I thank God for the 280 something people that's on here right now watching us, because it could just be me, Kevin, and this damn camera. Okay? So that's what I'm happy about.
And I remember when my mom said, "All right, you getting a little fame, you know, and like, are you responsible with what you're doing?" And I still think yes, we are very responsible. And as I got older, I think as we both got older, our viewpoints
Have changed.
We agree with a lot of stuff because of how we were raised. Like, you might have your little opinion about something, but then you be like, hold the fuck up. Like, bitch, why am I fighting with you on the SEPTA bus for people to record?
Right.
Like, what are we getting out of this? Right. We're not getting nothing but people recording. You don't get no fame. You don't get no limelight. You don't get nothing out of it. You don't even get a check. Somebody else making money off your fight. You know, but I do. But one thing I still will say, and that's the reason why I got Amber. I thought I had Amber Rose's name in here, but I didn't. I thought I put her name in there because I seen a video clip of her talking about how she's not going to push her children to work as hard because she don't believe in black people have to work as hard. And I'm here to tell you, black people do have to work as hard. Now, I'm not one of them people that live live on camera every day, so I don't know what that life is like.
I need you to straighten you because
I'm sorry,
you're touching me. Yep.
Bitch, shut
and
up.
The older I get, the more I don't want people touching me, Durand.
Excuse the fuck out of me.
So just sit a certain way.
So Amber Rose to her son, her black children, you don't have to work as hard.
Yeah.
And fuck her. They do. But you know what, Amber? What you don't teach your children, life will teach them. And I tell you that because I'm a grown-ass black man. I have seen mediocre white people surpass us. But you know what, though? The mediocre people is with something I've been trying to tell us is that we have to support us. That's why I say like our videos, share our videos. Bitch, you could barely get 10 people to share a video. But the mediocres, bitch, they will share a video, even if they don't like it. With us, bitch, I don't like what you said about that. Like, I don't like what you said about my favorite. No, I'm not going to share that. Fuck you, faggot. And I'm not going to do this because of X, Y, and Z.
Boy, they call you that?
No, but I'm just saying. That's what they think. You know, some of them. Not all of them, some. But this is why I say, like, I'm not fighting with y'all to share our videos no more. I'm not fighting with you to like a video. I'm not fighting you to comment on a video. I'm just telling you, this is where I am with it. I just say it is what it is, and that's okay. Like, I'm not, right now, for me personally, I prefer a work life over a social media life and trying to stay up to date with everything. I don't know all these new bitches. I ain't trying to keep up with all these new people. I'm really not. Because you know why? This new generation grew up on what we used to talk about. And That life can only get you but so far. Where the fuck you going with a BBL? Your BBL can only have you fuck other famous people and you get passed around. So you can only get so far with new titties and a new ass. Let life take over your body. And you know what's something?
Sign me up for that BBL.
No,
because
bitch.
I want to get far.
You too
I
old.
Real far.
You too old.
Real far.
You too old for it now.
Wow.
You too old now.
That's not true.
Oh, but according to these BBLs and ass lips and all of that, you're too old. The old generation raised this new generation, and that's why they don't have no motherfucking sense. And you needed people like us to review these shows to steer you in the right direction. However, everybody didn't watch those videos. Even though we do have people that say they watch when they weren't supposed to, a lot of them are making bad decisions. And let's go back to the mediocreness.
Mm-hmm.
Like my YouTube generation, I think we're doing okay, but none of us are like, bam, except for Funky Daniva and Alonzo Larone. That's two people out of how many?
There was a lot of us.
And there was a lot of us, and we all talked about the same shit. Now, I got to give Bondi Blue her due because she's really doing things. Now, I don't like her fucking with that Tasha K bitch, but she's trying to do her thing. I remember she was working at a newspaper job, and I remember the video where she was like, this is going to be my life. I'm going to do this. Support me. Mm-hmm. And she's gained a following. Now, if that bitch was white, Bondi, don't judge me for calling you a bitch. But if Bondi was white and she quit her editorial or newspaper job, millions. The podcast, bitch, we all out here struggling. Ain't none of us millionaires. Ain't none of us living in no goddamn mansions. Ain't none of us got what the mediocre people got. However, we our names is on tongues. Those celebrities know who the fuck we are. They love us because they know we're going to tell the truth, even if they don't like it. And we have people that don't like what we say. Some of them, the truth is too much. And you know what? Too motherfucking bad. I would rather somebody tell me the truth than to talk it behind my back.
I miss Kingsley. Wow, you just brought back a flashback. I miss Kingsley's video. Those were the golden days of YouTube.
But let me tell you, I prefer to leave them Hollywood people where the fuck they at. This is where I'm at in my life. You know why? Let me tell you the truth. Hollywood got a lot of fucking power. If it ain't nepotism, people that want you in the places where you should be or think you should be, they will push you there, even if you're mediocre. That is my truth. That is my motherfucking truth. I can't speak for Mikkel. I can't speak for him. I'm speaking for me. When people want you where they think you should be, they will put you there.
But there has to be work.
But listen.
Because I get what you're saying.
Bitch,
I get what you're saying.
No. But no, I'll let you finish. But we have put in a lot of motherfucking work. We have met so many people. And let me tell you, with all of those people we met and everything, I don't like that Hollywood fake shit. Let me speak for me. Hollywood is so fake for me. It's about that Hollywood shit is about who you know or what you can do for me. That is what.
That's not Hollywood. That's corporate. That's
in my life.
Hell, that's at my job.
In my life, that's what I got out of it.
That's at anybody's job.
Let me tell you something. I think one thing I've never done is I've never asked anybody for a handout.
Nobody has.
Out of all those famous people we met, I never asked anybody for a handout.
I think that you're right. We have put in the work, but then you also have to be aware of the fact that a lot of time the work wasn't consistent. And that
Mikkel, let me tell you one of the things. Keep going. I'm gonna let you. Go ahead. Finish. Go ahead. Finish.
That was one of the things that we talked about today in our meeting, where if we're going to put something in place, it has to be consistent. Now, I just said earlier that I came to the realization that what's for me is for me, and I can't I can't harp on what somebody else has. I can't harp on who's doing what for who. That's just not for me. I'm happy just to see somebody winning. I'm happy. I remember the other day, a few weeks ago, it was the BET Awards, and one of my cousins, he was there with Tierra Whack.
Oh, she went. I didn't know she was there.
He was there with her, working with her. Do you know what cousin this is?
No.
The cousin who we interviewed Duran and Todrick in his mother and father's house.
Yes.
So
how is she doing?
She's good. And she reached out to me and she said, Tamir, and he loves our show. He's always watching us too. She said, Tamir saw X, Y, and Z, and all I could think about is when you had them in our kitchen. And I said, yes, those were the good old days of us. And even though at that time, I'm going to use Duran for an example. At that time, Duran was still,
new.
Yeah, he was still new. He was still yellow.
I always felt like he was
always wearing yellow. Yeah, well, we all felt that. He was still that Duran.
Yellow
always wearing yellow, and that was that, because I think in the interview he had on a yellow t-shirt. But as time went on, and as he grew from that kitchen table interview at my cousin's house to now being at the BET Awards, at the Grammys, I'm just happy for people like that.
Yeah.
And you know what else I'm happy with? Not even saying, we're not there. I'm happy at the fact that all of these people who we've come across, Kevin and Mikkel is a part of their journey in some way, shape, or form.
Amen. Ain't it? And they don't win Grammys, Emmys,
and I can sit back,
Oscar.
I can literally do this. I can sit back at home and watch an award show and say, I remember when he was on our show.
Yeah, and Mikkel, that's why I don't worry.
So instead of me harping on where we're not at, I'm talking about for me.
For you.
I'm talking about, I'm just happy that these people are where they are, and God has and God has blessed them to be where they are.
Yeah.
Because and we are a part of that story. Whether I'm up there at the BET Awards with them or not, at some point in time, they stop past this show to tell their story. And we were a part of that. Luke James stopped by quite a few times. Brandy stopped by a few times. Lena Waithe was here. Duran was here.
Jasmine Sullivan was here.
The Braxtons. The ladies from The Real.
Yes.
They were here.
And they won and an Emmy too.
Yes.
Right? Yes.
So I take and the fact, Beyonce, Lady Gaga was on with you. I take pride in knowing,
Oscar.
And that's who won the Oscar. I take pride in knowing that when I sat back and looked and talked to Beyonce at Macy's that day, she looked at me and said, y'all be going in on people, which means at some point in time, Beyonce was watching you and I go in on motherfuckers.
And her.
Because I did not even tell her that I was on this show. She simply said, y'all be going in on people.
At that time, we were 20-something.
So That for me,
Yes.
I take pleasure in knowing that all of that and all of those people at some point in time stopped by the Scorpion show.
And Mikkel, I listen to everything you say,
Mm-hmm.
and I agree with all of that. But I'm not even mad at that.
Mm-hmm.
But I just want people to understand that I am at a point in my life where I don't chase all of that shit.
No.
I do what makes me happy.
I stopped chasing it when I got this.
No, bitch. Let me tell you,
I can't run no more.
But stomach and all, bitch. It don't stop them niggas from knocking on my door.
Oh no.
Or texting my phone or none of that. Some of them got the code to my door.
Some of them are desperate.
They ain't desperate not to be with me. Now they may be desperate to be with you, but they better no. As a matter of fact, they better be desperate because they know what I can do.
Ooh.
And how they feel and how they shake, how they toe.
How they shake,
bitch,
and roll.
You fuck with me. Now, first of all,
fuck with me, you know I got it.
Now. Ooh, wait.
Ooh, wait.
Can he eat?
He gluts.
My mom didn't lie.
She said he gluts. I will never forget
that.
He gluts. Ooh, wait. Can he eat?
Let me tell you something though. It's all good. Like, we are fine. We don't beat each other up over this shit that y'all try to beat us up with. Y'all think you need the hottest camera. You need the hottest microphone. You know, bitch. We have been us
show up
from day. Yep. We have been us since day one. We are not changing.
And let me tell you something. And hit those cash apps too. But can I just say
this?
When you and I,
the way we went off.
Yeah, hit those cash apps.
Hit them cash apps.
You and
even
I,
$1.
You and I, when we are long gone, somewhere sleeping in our graves, guess what? Our videos will still be circulating online.
Yes.
And somebody somewhere is going to watch, and they're going to binge watch and say, wow, I wish I was around when they were doing their thing.
And some family member, whoever that may be, is going to discover a lot of nasty shit on DVRs. I mean, on hard drive.
Ew.
They're going to
porn of you.
They're going to discover a lot of stuff. So I'm saying it now. They're going to, because I just seen the old man whose family was at his house for the World Cup.
Oh yeah,
and they first of all,
but that's because he's old and he doesn't know what he's
first
doing.
of all, he don't know what he's doing. But second of all, why did y'all embarrass him like that? Don't do that. I don't think he's gonna kill himself, but old people need to get their nut too to something.
Ew.
I mean, be shocked. I'm shocked if he can still get it up. But not only will they find old stuff they shouldn't find on the hard drives, but they're going to find unedited clips of our show. Every show that I've ever edited, some stuff gets edited out, but there's a lot of stuff, and I'm not going through 20 fucking years of videos that I've cut stuff out. But somebody's going to have the uncut stuff of what we've done. Some family member, I didn't leave a will for whoever get it, not yet. But whoever gets it, I have hard drives and hard drives and hard drives of all of our videos that's been edited. Now, you can't edit a live show.
No.
But there's been stuff where we had to edit stuff out. I remember one time Lady Gaga said something and she said, edit that out.
Marquise, let me tell you something right now.
I don't give a fuck about what Mikkel.
Did you read what he said? You didn't see what he said. I said Marquise.
What did he say? The person from Philly?
Go down. You just passed it. He's right there.
Hopefully that family member releases the Brandy interview. First of all, let me tell y'all, it's not as bad as I thought it was. It was just that.
Let me just say
thought
this.
Brandy was.
Let me
being
just
an
say
asshole.
this. There wouldn't have been a dual concert had that interview been released.
Yeah. Well, it was no. I promise, it really wasn't that
I think
bad.
you actually prophesized that concert too.
And that's what I wanted, and she
Yeah.
didn't want it.
Yeah, you did.
You know
You
what?
prophesized
The
it.
same thing Tamar didn't want, and she sang with K. Michelle at the BET Awards.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing Brandy didn't want. She done went through on tour with that bitch, and now they still making money.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say bitch, I'm not calling them bitches. Please understand, it's from love. It's not from hate. And it's a shame in 2026 I have to say that, but I don't want nobody to think I'm being mean to nobody. But what we prophesized, what we saw, what we told people to do, they watch us. They watched us. I don't know if people still do that, what we used to do. Like we was the A&R when they didn't have A&R. That was us. Like, we not no fucking has-beens. I don't look at us as no fucking
I don't want you to, don't say anything. Don't say anything. Can anybody tell us who was our very first celebrity interview?
Ooh, bitch, you gotta be under a rock. I know that.
Our very
I remember. And was she terrible?
No, I'm not talking about her. She was terrible, but I'm just talking about the whole scenery.
Well, clap my hand.
I'm not talking about her though.
Bitch.
I'm talking about.
Why would you play me like that?
No, I'm just saying in general, the interview itself was.
And
horrible.
her mom was horrible. Everything was horrible.
Her mom.
Who do you think is our first interview?
I don't think I know.
I know.
You're not talking about Jasmine. No. Oh.
Her mom was so nice.
Yeah, she was.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, that's what I thought you was talking about. Luke James, no.
No.
We interviewed
No.
way
Luke
before
James,
him.
No. No. If they don't know our first interview, they wasn't there.
No, it wasn't. Yeah. If you don't know our first celebrity interview, just think, there you go. There it is. Yep.
They better say Dondria.
She did. She said Dondria. Dondria was our
who
very
said that?
first celebrity
We
interview.
got a day one.
Yes. She's
A day one.
Yep. It was Dondria.
She was
And we interviewed her in the Marriott Hotel here in Philly.
I don't even remember the fucking hotel, bitch. She was horrible. But she's a part of our story. And
she's a part of our story. She was horrible. That was our very first celebrity interview.
She was horrible. Her mom was horrible.
I don't remember her mom. I don't remember.
Her mom was doing a lot.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I really honestly don't.
I'm like, we only like 20. We don't know what we doing. Yeah. We ain't asked her. I don't even remember what we asked her.
I don't either. And then remember we had the music from the thing playing and you could hear it. Oh, it was horrible.
It was horrible.
It was horrible. Oh my God, it was horrible. Jasmine Sullivan's mother reached out to us, and her mother was so nice and so gracious. Her mother wanted us to interview her so bad that I couldn't. At first, I thought it was a joke because I'm just like, wait a minute, why is this woman? But she had either watched us or somebody told. I don't know, but her mother.
Are y'all saying who is Dondria? Y'all is horrible. She was signed to So Def. And she had that song, I feel it all over my body. You're the one for me. No, we're not going to play her like.
She was in that movie too, right?
I don't know if she's in the movie, but I do know that she's like one of the first YouTubers who made a major hit. Yep. And we are not going to discredit what she has done. Yep. Even though the interview was terrible, we're not going to disrespect her. No. But bitch, we was all trying to make a fucking dollar.
Yes, we were. Me, you, and her.
And her mother.
All four of us. In the lobby of that whole.
Yes!
Yes, we were.
I'm so serious. Y'all not going to do that. She was like one of the first people to sing on YouTube.
And when we interviewed her, it was big for our channel because at that time she was big. And that was big for us. And people, oh my God, you got Dondria on it?
Yes.
We felt like somebody.
Yes. And let me tell you something. We were not we were not going through publicists and managers. We were going through the artists directly. Understand that.
Remember we interviewed what's her name at the 4040 Club in Jay-Z's room?
Bridget Kelly.
Yes.
I don't know how we made that happen, but it happened at 4040.
We interviewed Bridget Kelly because she was a part of The Rock.
Yes.
And we interviewed her at the 4040 Club because we did not have a spot. That's when we were working with them people in New York.
Yeah.
I forget about that. Remember the couple that we were working with that was recording?
Oh my God. I feel so bad. I know his wife's name was Jessica. Oh my God.
We did quite a few because remember they were like our production when we interviewed her and when we interviewed Michelle at her hotel when she came here in Philly.
He was so happy that I was not nervous interviewing Michelle. Yeah. But I was like, I kind of know Michelle.
So we didn't have a place to interview Bridget Kelly at the time. And we were just trying to figure out where we were going to interview her at. And then the 4040, y'all remember at that time, the 4040 was big. Y'all remember every time you turned around, Jay-Z was having a party at the 4040. And we had to go all the way to New York. And we went to the 4040 Club in New York. And I'll never forget, it was closed. They weren't open. Mm-hmm. And we went in there and I was just like, oh my God, bitch, I'm in the 4040 Club. And then we were trying to figure out where we were going to interview her at in the club. And then someone came out and said, well, we can use Jay-Z's private. And we're like, wow.
Yes, that's major. Let me tell y'all something. I don't know what we talked to her about. And I know that she won a Grammy for working on Kelly Clarkson's album. And that's all I remember. But she was nice to us. Like, let me tell y'all. The only bad, and I shouldn't say bad, because we was Dondria, like she wasn't horrible to us.
That was our first interview. So
it was our first interview. We didn't know nothing. We didn't know what was going on. But that was just like it was what it was. It really was what it was.
You remember when we interviewed, and I gotta go soon too. But you remember when we interviewed Little Mo?
I gotta pee so bad.
When we interviewed Little Mo,
listen, let me tell y'all.
When we went to what was in Baltimore, and we interviewed her outside of the mall, sitting on the wall at the mall.
First of all, let me tell y'all,
walking by, and it was just like, wait.
That interview was so. First of all, her and Vivian Green was probably the hardest ones for me because I loved them so much that I really couldn't like be the stand that I wanted to be, and I was trying to be too professional instead of just letting myself go. Mikkel was somebody that just let herself go, but I was like, all these people I'm interviewing, I fucking love, and y'all don't understand. And I'm trying to be Barbara Walters.
Right.
Why the fuck everybody want to be Barbara Walters when you could just be yourself?
My whole thing, whenever we interview somebody, first of all, I hate interviews.
I'd be like, Mikkel, bitch,
no, I'm not talking about that.
I'm just saying,
like a job interview. I hate them. You know,
I swear.
As much as the interviewer tries to make you feel comfortable, I just feel like I'm not comfortable. I'm just not comfortable. Mm-hmm. So I would always have that mindset whenever we interview somebody to be comfortable. Just to be comfortable. Just talk. And the more you talk and are comfortable, the more they are excited. What I used to hate is when you would be uncomfortable because during the interview, somebody would always say, "Oh, you're so shy. Why are you acting so shy?" And that would be a sign for me. They're noticing that he's uncomfortable. And I was like, please let him not be uncomfortable. Because when they say that, that's really them saying,
I was like, I don't need no cue cards. I don't need to read no damn cue cards. Yeah. I'm just going to be me. And bitch, I would freeze up. Well, tell me how that made you feel. How did that happen when you won your first Grammy? Like, I was trying to just act shit, but no.
You were asking professional stuff. And I was asking stuff like
what the real bitches want to know. I'll clap your hand on that.
And then I'll be like, wait, you did that? Yeah, girl, I did that. You did?
Yeah, but now at 40, we thought everything, who you fucking? When the last time you had real good dick? When the last time you sucked a good dick?
I'm not asking
No,
that.
no, you don't have to. But what I'm saying is, I would never ask nobody that. But what I'm saying is, I'm comfortable now. Like before, I wasn't that comfortable. I was trying to be too professional because I never knew who was watching our channel, who was watching our show. That's all. Like, and still, I was nervous because people don't know how much I love these artists. Like, these were people I stand for. Little Mo, nobody really wasn't standing for Little Mo. Nobody didn't know how many fucking times she was a feature artist on People Work. And I knew her because Missy Elliott. And then, bitch, now you got your own album and you're Superwoman. And now you and Fabulous got those songs together. Like, bitch, is you and Fabulous going to do an album? I don't even think we asked her that.
Simeon, I love you because now you were witness to one of I don't know. I think you were witness to one, but everybody knows who my favorite is.
Beyonce.
Duh. And if you've been watching long enough, you know that I've met her quite a few times. Each time I met her, I always wanted to make sure I was comfortable in myself. Part of the reason for that is because every time you watch clips, for me anyway, when I used to watch clips back in the day on YouTube or on TV of people running into big stars like Beyonce, you always had people screaming and hollering in these celebrities' face, "Oh my God, I love you. Oh my God, I love you, I love you." And I always used to say to myself, do not do that when you meet her, because she's always hearing someone say to her, "Oh my God, I love you. Oh my God, I love you. Oh my God, I love you." Do not do that. That is one of the reasons why every time I was in her presence, I was me. And I feel like she always gravitated to that, because you remember that time when we were in Central Park and we saw her and she walked past me and you, and then she beelined back to me.
Bitch, I froze.
And came over and gave me a hug. And I was whispering in her ear, what the fuck did I say? I think I said, "You killed the girl," or "keep doing it," or something like that. And she was saying, she was whispering back in my ear, "Thank you so much. Thank you so much." And then when I looked at Kevin and she looked at Kevin and Kevin froze, and she was like, "Hi," and he just was like, "Hi," and then she just turned around and walked away, and I was so mad at him.
I didn't even speak back to her. I was so starstruck. Beyonce is the only celebrity I never spoke back to. I was so starstruck.
And when I say Beyonce was in his face, she was in his face like this. Like this. Because she had just given me a hug. And me and Kevin were standing next to each other just like this. And it was a line. When she was pregnant with Blue and she did that Central Park concert for Good Morning America, it's still on, when she killed it. And we were able, that was the first time we met Yvette.
She didn't know was pregnant.
We didn't know she was pregnant. And that was the first time we met Yvette. So Yvette got us in and then brought us backstage, even though we were outside backstage. And we waited for Beyonce to come out of her trailer. And then when she came out of her trailer, there was a line of people. And Kevin and I were at the front of the line. So when Beyonce was walking by, she literally walked past Kevin first and then me. And she was saying hi to us and waving and whatever. And then we're like, "Hey," and then, because there's more people standing, because they wanted us all to stand in a straight line. So we were just saying hi to her. And as she walked past me, she then turned around and came back to me and gave me a hug. And I felt so special because we're in a line of like 30 or 40 people. And I was the only person that she came back and gave a hug to. And Kevin was there to witness it. But then she looked at Kevin and spoke to him, and he didn't speak back. And I was just sitting there looking at her, smiling. And then I'm saying to myself, I know this pussy ain't not speak back to her when she spoke to him.
I was so starstruck. Beyonce is the only celebrity I've never spoke back to.
Yeah, she had that yellow one on the stage. Yes. Well, Kevin and I were there, and then we ended up backstage, and we were able to, I think that was like my second time meeting her then.
Damn.
I
don't think people know that.
Yeah.
People don't know.
And then my third time meeting her was at Macy's.
Beyonce is the only celebrity I never spoke back to. Not a handshake, not a hug. You did that.
Yeah, you didn't.
Nope.
I just
But
remember
it was nothing. It was
hugging me and
was
me
no
whispering
shade.
in her
It was-
ear and her
it was
whispering
no
back in this
shade.
ear. And it wasn't like a little, oh, hey, how you doing? It was a
hug.
It was a hug like that.
Let me tell you,
we
though,
were just embracing each other.
I'm telling
It was
y'all,
like
though,
she was so happy, like, I'm so happy to see you. Bitch, I'm happy to see you.
I'm telling y'all some real shit, though. I never expected none of what happened that day. Actually, it was July. It was probably 15 years ago, 14 years ago, because that was for 4.
Yes.
That was for 4.
It was for 4, yeah. Because Run the World was on that album.
That was 15 years ago.
Yep.
And
she was pregnant with Blue. Blue was born
damn,
in
I got
2012.
chills.
So that was 2011.
I got chills thinking about that.
Was Blue born in 2012 or 2011?
12.
12, right?
Oh, I got
chills.
12.
She was born in 2012. But that was the summer of 2011.
Oh my God. I did not.
It was the summer of 2011 or September, one of the months. But it was still nice outside because it was at Central Park.
I got chills. Like, all right. So I just never thought that, first of all, because B-No. Because once Mikkel told me, yeah, y'all be going in on everybody.
That was at me.
That was way before when this happened.
What?
No, that was
after.
No, I'm saying after. So when you hear that, y'all be going in on everybody, and you be like, oh my God, she know that I be talking shit about her sometime, and I talk shit about the Destiny's Child and how her dad is for her and only her. She knew that. In my heart, I just was like, you don't really want to hug me.
I remember MySpace. I never forget on MySpace when I first met Ty Hunter, when he and I first met. And we met because his daughter and her mother watched us. That's how we got into it, which a lot of people don't know that. Ty Hunter has a daughter, and his daughter had followed me on MySpace. And MySpace, like Kevin said earlier, my MySpace was filled with Beyonce stuff. Like, my page was all of that. It wasn't your typical Beyonce page. So much so that his daughter and her mother noticed it. And then that's how I got hooked up with Ty, because his daughter told her dad, like, you got to look at this guy's page. Then Ty ended up telling Beyonce and them. And Angie started following me on MySpace, Beyonce's cousin Angie. She started and then she would leave comments like, oh my God, I love you. When I first found out that Beyonce knew who we were, I was having a conversation. I think it was with Ty. And he said, yeah, are you crazy? He said, sometimes when we're doing fittings, I'll never forget this. He said, one time we did a fitting and y'all video was playing on the laptop as we were fitting Beyonce for certain things, and we were just letting the video play and we could hear what y'all were saying. And I was like, that was before I had first met her. So when I first met her, she already knew who I was. She just never told me that she knew who I was. Mm-hmm. But I was just like, because remember, I had called myself Mr. 3 Blocks when I first met her, because I had to run 3 blocks to get to the meet and greet. So when I met her for the very first time, I said that to her. I was like, yeah, girl, I had to run 3 blocks or whatever the case may be. And it was long and I'm sweaty. That's something that I told her, not thinking anything of it. And then a year and a half to almost 2 years later, when I saw her again, and I saw her and I said, do you remember me? And she said, yeah, Mr. 33 Blocks. And I said, bitch, it wasn't 33, it was 3. But bitch, I ain't seen you in almost 2 years and you remember that story? I'll gag, because remember I told her, I'm like, bitch, she called me Mr. 33 Blocks, she remembered me. That's because she already knew who we were.
You were.
She already knew who we were. Yeah. So, yes. Yeah. Close enough.
Yeah. So, I mean, I just was like, girl, I done went in on you because I don't like how you did Kelly and Michelle. Like, all that stuff I used to think about. But let me tell y'all, all of them love us. It's never been no shade. Like Michelle would be like, yeah, we have conversations about what y'all talk about on the video.
I remember.
Can you
I remember when Michelle?
Can you imagine us being?
Yes. Because I remember we asked her. She said, I think you asked her, did y'all ever watch us together? And she said, no. We never watched y'all together. She said, but we've had the three of us. She said the three of us, Beyonce, Kelly, and myself, have had conversations after seeing something that y'all said. We've had conversations about it. I remember that.
But one thing y'all know is that when I say, we would say, y'all need to do this and y'all need to do that. Mm-hmm. And I'm not just talking about them. People will watch what we say and they would do what we say. That's why I know we are the blueprint. There's still no shows like that. And then no, we don't keep up with each other every day. No. Life is in each other's way.
Yes.
For us to be doing that. But I mean, if we made millions of dollars every day, we probably could sit with each other next to each other and
thank you
and talk about that stuff. We probably could sit with each other every day and talk. But no, pots turn hands, but I really don't know what's going on with the pots these hands are in today. Mm-hmm. I really don't know. I don't watch them. I won't say that I don't care to watch, but I don't know who's this new generation of bloggers. Mm-hmm. I just know people that's around my age. I don't know the young kids. I don't know what y'all talk about. But I know the shows that I do see, I'd be like, what you getting out of this? Because fighting, you ain't getting shit. Them girls over at Bravo, they cash Bravo checks. They cash Donald Trump checks. They have really done stuff. They've done lines, clothing lines. DVDs, restaurants. What are y'all getting out of beating a bitch in her face? Mm-hmm. That's when I be saying, no, y'all doing the wrong thing. Like even the basketball wives came up on stuff. And I seen Tammy Roman do her casino videos. Like I'd be like, okay, Tammy.
She still got checks coming in.
Yeah, she got checks coming in. You can be in the casino, you winning jackpots and all of that. Like, but she ain't fighting a bitch. And she acts, and she's not doing reality TV no more
because she outgrew it.
It can only get you but so far, and that's what Iyanla told them a long time ago.
Right? Because now you're being known for being the violent one on these reality shows.
What clothing brand wants you? You're fighting bitches. Mm-hmm. You're diving over tables, hitting people. What are you getting out of that? And I don't get that. I'm not spending $3,000 to go fight a bitch in Spain because I want to be on Bad Boys Spain. I don't even think that's a show. But I'm not spending that type of money to fight you to be on a show like that.
No, not at all.
You're not getting nothing out of it. And then if you lose the fight, bitch, you lost forever because that video is out there. Now you're going to have to do something dramatic to win the next fight. But I was telling people today at work, crazy people you was friends with the next day. I was telling them how I beat somebody because my mom was like, you better beat his motherfucking ass. I beat his ass on a Friday. He beat me the fuck up on a Monday. Like, stuff like, but my mom wasn't there. Because this time, he was like, bitch, I'm going to fight you back. And he had that drive, like, I'm a beat. But I was no bully. I promise. I was never a bully. I never wanted to fight nobody. I remember one time, this is when your mom made you fight people, and I said, no, I don't want to fight. When I got in the house, my mom beat my ass with a rope. I will never forget that ass whooping. I will never, because you're going to embarrass me. Now I'm forcing you to fight, and you embarrass me. Got something for you. Got that rope. So the next time she told me to fight, I fought that boy, in my class and I beat his ass. But that Monday, that was a Friday. That Monday, we fought in the gym. He beat my ass that day. And there's nothing I could do about it. All I know is we both was going to be suspended, but we didn't get suspended. But I remember he got the best of me. But no, I don't remember why I brought it up.
Me neither.
I don't remember why, but these bitches on y'all fighting on camera. It was no cameras when we was growing up. That's why I brought it up. It was no cameras when we was growing up. But can you imagine fighting somebody in school? Somebody beat you up, and I can see why people probably off themselves, but you shouldn't do that. Live your life. You win some, you lose some, but you live.
All right,
I live to fight another day. Tomorrow. So. But before you leave, no, don't just leave like that.
No, I'm saying, but I gotta go to work tomorrow.
All right, bitch, that's tomorrow.
Well, we've been doing this for 2.5 hours.
Why you got a dick appointment?
No, I have to go home so I can get ready for work. I gotta wake up at 5
All
in the
right,
morning.
give us 2 more minutes.
I give you 1 more minute.
2 more minutes. Cause did we talk the Plaque Boy? Let me talk about. Oh, we talked about everybody in there. Cardi B.
Mikhail,
don't you leave.
She was pregnant before we did.
Give me 3 more minutes. He did. Oh, I don't know how Mikhail found out, but I found out in August when my mom got married. My mom got married August 2011.
I found out the day of your mom's wedding.
Yeah,
I was in Baltimore.
It was August 20th,
and I got a phone call.
I don't know if it was 2011 or 2012, but yeah, I'm gonna 2011. I want to get to people in the thing, the PlaqueBoyMax thing. Listen, I'm not crying about if I'm going to be gay or straight. You should never allow people who tell you you're gay to make you feel like you're gay. And that's something that made me mad because, like, if you love people who they are, you should never have to explain yourself. And if you love people, just love on people, whether they're gay or straight. You shouldn't have to cry because people think that you're gay or straight. And you shouldn't have to prove that you're gay or straight to no fucking body. And I don't understand the fascination of finding out if somebody's gay or straight. Because what can you do with the information besides gossip?
Well, you also have to remember some of these guys, like Plaque's boy, need to stop going on camera and throwing out these innuendos. And then people, I don't know what he is.
Yeah,
and then people won't
I already got a diva tattoo. But yeah,
you know,
it kind of reminds me of what
you're getting on camera, you're showing your ass, you're sagging, you're purposely showing your ass in camera. Yeah. So yeah, people are going to ask.
Let me tell you, because that the picture I posted with Adrian Bronner and that guy. Mm-hmm. Oh, Facebook did not show it, and Instagram did not show that to everybody. But I said people got to stop pretending that they're gay,
right?
Like. Because now you don't know.
Because acting like you're gay somehow gets you attention.
And it's not a goddamn.
They're using
being gay is not an attention magnet.
No, they're yes.
And making money. They're profiting off.
They're profiting off.
When people are suffering.
Yep.
And that's not cool.
Yep.
When you do that. Yep. But you know what? Adrian Bronner, the way he do it, and I don't give a fuck. He could beat me up one day. But the way he acts. No, it makes it seem like to me he's serious about it. Yeah. There's only so much you could joke about before you say, all right, let's stop this gay shit before people start thinking, y'all way past that. I think that y'all fucking. And I don't even know how old that young boy is, but he old enough to know better. And it's like you his fucking pimp and he the fucking prostitute. Because he prostitute. When he lay his ass on that couch, that's when we all should have known. Or thought shit, improper thoughts. Like, because I'm like, if you was boxing trainer, I want to see you training him how to knock a nigga out. Not, oh, your ass fat. Or I'm going to play with your titties or your nipples and pinch you and all of that. Come on. Mm-hmm. Come on. Like, you can only play with so much before people start to think you being serious. And let me tell y'all, I don't give a fuck how many times you say, but he married, he got kids. First of all, I don't want to know if anybody married who I mess with. But I know when people have children. And because they tell me. And I talk to them. But it's it's a lot of people not living their true lives. And I'm not one to be trying to expose people because I don't gain shit from that. But a death warrant. So it's I don't get and I would never get nothing out of exposing people. But people do shit. Y'all did a fascination out of he gay, he gay, he gay, he gay. Being gay is real life. There are not everybody, and I want y'all to understand, everybody is not gay. There are people who are really bisexual. They will fuck you as a woman and fuck another man and won't tell you. But my problem is you got gay friends who are males, but you won't fuck a man that come out to you and say he's bisexual. What? I don't get that. We are not prizes. We are not toys. We are human beings. We are real people. We have feelings. We love like you want to love. We don't, I do judge some people for the baby daddies you fuck and the dumb decisions you make. But I refuse to be friends with someone who ever tell me, I couldn't be with him because he like gay men or he sleep with men too. When y'all be some of the worst people, I could sit here and go in on a lot of shit I see, but I won't. Mikkel, go home because I'm getting mad. Everybody, thank y'all for watching. We had a great night tonight. This is so much fun. Y'all all be safe.
Hasta la vista,
baby.
And arrivederci.